Hey guys, what's up? I'd like to apologize ahead of the time for the lighting in the room. Yeah, just sorry. So, today I'm here with a review in honor of 420, in honor of Hitler's birthday, not really, the anniversary of the Columbine shooting, again, not really, and Easter. So let's smoke a bowl with the Easter Bunny and Jesus, because they're both fictional. So that way you're not really smoking anything. Anyway, guys, so I saw Oculus today, and again, I'm gonna apologize. I I can't like take notes when I'm in the theater, so just forgive if this is a bit sloppy. So the film is about a brother and sister, and when they were kids, something happened to them. I'm not gonna say exactly what. You do find out like kind of early in the movie, but it's still spoiler. So, something bad happened to them, and the brother he went to a mental asylum, and you find out why eventually. And the girl she goes on searching, and they try to find the mirror. Well, she's trying to find the mirror while he's been in a mental institution, trying to find the mirror that had something to do with the death of their parents. Uh, and they want to like prove that there's some kind of supernatural force or something about this mirror that is a bit off. So they put cameras on it, and they put up plants. They set alarms so that way when they're around the mirror, it will not like make it to where they think they're eating regularly when really they're actually starving. So they have all these stuff set up to where they can record if anything happens with the mirror, trying to protect itself in case it gets damaged and stuff like that. And gotta say, I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. It um it was well acted, definitely well written, well shot, well put together. The CGI was good. The blood effects and practical effects, what there was of that, were really good. Um, Man, I can't really say much else. I'm gonna say this: it doesn't rely on jump scares. I was expecting, oh, this is gonna be another jump scare film, fill, full, full, filled film, and it wasn't. I was happy that it didn't rely on jump scares. It actually relied on the creepy music and atmosphere of the film to make it scary. And I wasn't really interested in this movie. I mean, I'd seen the trailers. It was like, okay, that looks cool, I guess. I'd see it maybe, but my sisters and my cousin and my sister's boyfriend, who I went to the movies with, they all were like, well, not all of them, like one of them, excluding one of them, they all went, well, actually, all of them wanted to see it, and excluding one of them, they all said it sucked. And they were like, that is one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen. I can beg to differ. Slaughtered Vomit Dolls is worse. Definitely worse. And they actually wanted to see this movie. I wasn't really that interested. And I came out and I was like, yeah, that was a good movie. I'd pay maybe $10 to buy it on DVD when it comes out. But it's not that bad of a movie. It isn't. It's enjoyable. It's creepy. On the gore meter, it's maybe a 2, 3, maybe. There's some blood in there. You do see people with teeth pulled out. There is some pretty messed up stuff in there. I'm not gonna lie. Um, yeah, I think I'm putting it on, like at a 3 or 4, mainly because there's a scene in which a guy is like ripping off his own fingernails with a like staple remover, and you guys probably don't know this, but well, you know this first part because I love disturbing, sickening, gross, violent movies. I love them. But if there's one thing I can't stand, I can sit through fucking a Serbian film. Sure, it'll still, make me feel ill, but I can sit through a Serbian film. But you show me a movie where someone's fingernail gets ripped off, I cringe. I cringe, and I scream, and I cry even sometimes. That's just weird. And there was a scene of that, so I really just like, oh, I was like looking down, just like, no, I can't watch. Um, yeah. It's If I had to give it a rating, I'm gonna go ahead and do the IMDb scale from like how many out of 10. I'd maybe give it an 8 out of 10, maybe 7.5 out of 10. It was definitely worth watching. I definitely recommend it. If I had to compare it to anything, I'd say it's like a combination of the Amityville Horror and Insidious Chapter 2. It'd be those two. Because those two. I mean, when watching it, I couldn't help but think of those two. It was very, very well made. If I had to say one negative thing, throughout the movie, it does switch back and forth between them as adults and them as children, and sometimes, and when it first starts to do that, even when it tells you it's going back, you just get a little bit confused. It's like, oh, is this a modern day, or is this back in time, or and it was a little confusing at first, but then you get used to it after a while, and yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm Biscuit Booze 609, signing off. Peace.